Hey everybody, ThrewRedButter here, back again with another beer review, coming at you today with a beer from Treehouse Brewing out of many locations, Massachusetts, New York, Connecticut, who else knows where in the future. Today we have a variation on their flagship double IPA Haze, coming in 8.2% alcohol by volume. It is Treehouse Brewing Haze Marshmallow. What a fun, festive can that is. This past week, at the time of this filming, as always discretionary, they had Haze Week, a celebration of their double IPA Haze. Bunch of variants released and merchandise, all the fun stuff. They did this with Green, and they did this with Julius as well. We got the marshmallow treatment and a bunch of others. So today we have Haze Marshmallow. Story time on the back. Authentic ingredients, individual character, an integrated and delicious outcome. What was once only a draft favorite has finally made its way to cans. Haze Marshmallow is haze conditioned on mounds of sugary treats. The resulting beer carries waves of ripe peach encircled by aromas of mellow marshmallows. Haze Marshmallow is creamy, soft, and pillowy with a dollop of nostalgia fit for a sundae. Well, there we go then. Whew. Excuse me. Nice. Alright. Pour. Conditioned on mounds of sugary treats. Why can't they just say marshmallow? I mean, assuming it's marshmallow is the sugary treat, it would be just taboo when we put it on the can and the other parts of the descriptor, but whatever. That's just a minor thing from me. I don't know. Whatever. So, the appearance on Marshmallow, or Haze Marshmallow, my apologies, Haze Marshmallow, get it right, idiot. And it comes in a familiar murky, hazy body. From my angle, the light's hitting it from here, so it's coming in probably a more yellow with the light, but dark yellow on my end. 2 fingers, type white bright head, cool. It's got an aroma on Haze Marshmallow. There is a distinct, marshmallow vanilla presence that jumps out of the glass. I keep shaking the camera, sorry. I gotta say, it kind of overpowers, or even better word would be masks. It masks pretty much everything else but the base double IPA. Marshmallow is the most prominent, though not smacking me in the face with a huge dessert-like presence, but still. What's the first thing you notice? Vanilla / marshmallow. Not unlike, I guess, though this isn't that same category, you know, like lactose IPAs that might have that familiar, like milky vanilla lactose strain. That's not the same, but yeah, you know what I mean. Kind of like, the aroma on those kind of masks the base IPA, double IPA. Just a very, very, very faint peach and malt presence, but that's about it. But what is there is good. So let's get a taste. Haze Marshmallow. Cheers. More going on in terms of the base double IPA here, but still the first thing I get is that vanilla marshmallow flavor going on. More marshmallow than vanilla. Yeah, what's coming through most from the base beer is the bitterness. Not really getting any of those kind of familiar Stone True classics that I get with Haze, with even what the descriptor said. And again, on the nose, I got faint hints of it, but It's here, but not as big as I thought it was going to be. But the bitterness is the biggest thing that's showing up from the base beer. Still, though, I am enjoying that marshmallow flavor in my IPA. So while it is masking the base beer on the nose, and it's masking to an extent, not as big on the nose, but still masking it on the taste, I'm enjoying the marshmallow in it. So no complaints here. Yeah, very faint peach and stone fruit with bitterness at the front and those stone fruit flavors in the back. Lingering bitterness, but it's just all surrounded by the marshmallow. Mouthfeel is nice and full. Feels appropriate for 8.2%. No alcohol or anything. I'm noticing it's pretty dry, I gotta say. Nothing off putting or unpleasant, but dry enough to worth noting. Drinkability is high. The marshmallow adds a unique aspect to the double IPA. I would dare to say it does cross that line into quote unquote dessert like, though I wouldn't necessarily call it a dessert beer like a dessert or pastry stout or anything like that, but it's a nice touch. It's a nice touch without being a gimmick. There you go. So, as your final score, final verdict, final rating, Treehouse Brewing, Haze Marshmallow, 8.2% double IPA. I think maybe the best way to sum it up would be it's fun. It's a fun beer with, as I said before, without being gimmicky. So the marshmallow does add a purpose and a layer of complexity rather than an adjunct being thrown in purely just to be thrown in. So the vanilla marshmallow flavors, again, kind of remind you of a lactose IPA in that sense. It does do something to enhance the stone fruit base and the bitterness. So again, it actually adds something to the beer, and it tastes very good, as I've said, even though the base beer flavors are slightly masked, unfortunately. So I don't really know how well the marshmallow could have enhanced those flavors, but I could tell that that's what they were going for. But still, the end result and the end product is a very tasty and fun beer to drink. So I'm going to go. Yeah, like 8.4 out of 10. Great score, on my scale at least. 8.4 out of 10. Treehouse Brewing, Haze Marshmallow. Good stuff. That's going to do it for me, Through Red Butter. Till next time. Cheers, everybody.